Hi there, and welcome to a horror visual novel called Grotesque Beauty. Now, this game is supposed to be inspired by a handful of famous Japanese horror artists. That's pretty interesting to me, one of them being Junji Ito. So I'm expecting some pretty creepy things going on here. Other than that, I didn't read the description because I didn't want to spoil the story for myself, so I'm gonna shut up and play now. Oh, I have a cell phone. I am privileged. Should probably answer that, shouldn't I? Rachel. Hello? Anita. Rachel, are you still coming over tonight? Yeah, I'm on my way. I should be there soon. That's a relief. I was afraid you might bail. No way. I'm not gonna leave you hanging all by yourself. Sit tight. I'm not far from yours. Thanks. I really appreciate you doing this. See you soon. Anita Reynolds. You were always such a scaredy cat. So I'm going over to a friend's house to visit her? Anita's apartment is a 20-minute walk from my place. Most nights she's home alone as both her parents work late. I would have thought she'd been used to it by now, but lately she has been afraid of being by herself, even in her own home. That is why we decided I should come over to keep her company. It'll be like a slumber party, one we used to have as kids. Even though we've long outgrown sleepovers, secretly a part of me is looking forward to it. It'll be nice to go back to those times when things were much simpler. Any excuse to do silly things like stay up crazy late, watch a scary movie, and stuff our face full of sugary snacks. You mean you can't do that now? I do that a lot. That's fine. It's crazy late right now. It's like 3 a.m. I've probably watched like 10 scary movies in the last week. Although I don't stuff my face with sugary snacks. This could be a chance for us to both relax. God knows I need something to distract me at this time of year. Why, what's going on? Is it exam time? I know the feeling. You know, even though this looks like a typical suburban house, it looks creepy as fuck in this aesthetic. Before I realized it, I was already at her door. This neighborhood is so quiet, you'd think nobody lives here. That's probably the case. I ponder how best to make my presence known. Do I knock? Do I ring the doorbell? Do I throw a brick through the window? I have options. You know, knocking on the door tends to be the most civilized option, so we're gonna go with that. I step up to the door and knock twice. Knock, knock. Coming, coming. Anita, you have a very sharp chin. Rachel, you made it. I'm so glad you came. Did you wait long? Of course, you're fashionably late as usual. Let's joke about it. We gotta make light of the situation. You know I'm worth the wait. As the one who's always doing the waiting, I'd have to disagree. Right now, you're the one keeping me waiting. It's freezing out here. Are you gonna let me in or not? If you're cold, it serves you right. Consider it payback for your tardiness. I knew you were evil. You can always tell the evilness of a person based off the sharpness of their chin. Man, it's been so long since I last visited. I almost feel nostalgic. You should drop by more often then. My parents have been working late more and more these days, so you can definitely stay over some more. It's almost like a setup to some corny romantic movie. Your parents are away, you're all alone, and you have the perfect excuse to invite this cute girl over. Oh shit, it's that kind of game, huh? You know, I don't think we're gonna start a makeout session though with this kind of music playing in the background. Just doesn't seem right. Pfft, cute girl? Where? I don't see any. Hey, don't hate, appreciate. You know I'm a real catch. Is that so? Then how come you haven't gotten yourself a boyfriend yet? Ouch, that's a low blow. Seriously though, thank you for coming over. I feel more at ease having you around. I've been feeling out of sorts these last few days. It's no problem. It's alright, we're friends after all. It's the least I can do. A friend in need is a friend indeed and all that. Thanks. It's good to know who I can count on when it really matters. So what's been bothering you? Bad dreams and the like? Something like that, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to describe. I've been having this bad feeling every night for about a week. Like a premonition. Don't say that. That's only gonna freak me out even more. It's more like I've been feeling like something has been watching me. You say something has been watching you, not someone. What do you mean? Like I said, it's hard to explain, but I've been feeling this each night when I walk home. It's been like this ever since the fog came. Have you noticed the mist on your way here? Yeah, it was kind of creepy. I can see why you'd hate that, having to walk through that every night by yourself. It's been there for about a week now. It's isolated to just on this street and nowhere else. Don't you think that's odd? It makes going outside even eerier, to be unable to see what's lurking around me. Is that why you feel eyes watching you? Because you can't see what's out there? Probably. But the feeling doesn't go away even when I make it home. It follows me inside. Even now, I still feel a bit paranoid. What are you saying? Something's watching you through the walls? I don't know. I don't have an answer. It just gives me the creeps. I knew Anita for a long time. We grew up through primary school together, and she's always been easy to startle. This time is different. She seems genuinely afraid that something bad could happen. It's enough to put me slightly on edge too, but I have to be strong, for her sake. There's more, you know. Huh? Did you know there's been a few reported disappearances from this neighborhood lately? You don't say. That explains why it's so fucking quiet outside. I look so shocked. Seriously? I didn't know that. Yeah, 7 people have been declared missing. There's been no trace of them, no clue as to what happened. They just vanished. A handful of strangers with no connection to one another. The police had no leads, so they couldn't rule out that each ran away on their own. But for so many of them to disappear in such a short space of time is too coincidental. All of this just makes me so uncomfortable. Aren't your parents worried to leave you all alone knowing people have been going missing? No one seems to think it's serious. The problem is there's just no evidence of anything bad happening to them. But the fact that there's no trace of them worries me even more. Who runs away without taking any of their belongings? It's so unusual. How can no one, not even their family, do anything about it and not lose their mind? What if something really was wrong? Could they live with themselves if they never find the missing people again? I remained silent, feeling somber all of a sudden. My gaze dropped down to the floor. Things have just turned to a touchy subject. An awkward moment lingered between us. The silence was palpable. Oh, Rachel, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be so insensitive. I was just running my mouth without thinking and forgot. It's okay. It's a long time ago. I should have gotten over it by now. Or at least it shouldn't get me bad anymore. Rachel. It's just, this time of year, this was around the time she disappeared. Normally I don't think about it anymore. After all this time, I learned to forget she's missing. Not really though. You have to let go a little or it can eat you up. But during this time every year, it all comes rushing back and I remember too much. My sister's gone, and I may never see her again. It suddenly hits me in one go and I get all emotional. I feel guilty about it. Because all I'm thinking about is how I feel. Like how I never got any closure, never got to say goodbye to her. My last memories of her were so mundane, it was just another normal day. If I knew that was our final meeting together, I would have cherished the moment, cherished the sight of her, and let her know how much I miss her. But it's such a selfish wish. She could be scared or hurt, and I'm upset about how I feel. You can't blame yourself, Rachel. Sorry. I came over to make you feel better. I didn't mean to get all melodramatic on you. We were meant to avoid this topic. It was one of the reasons I was looking forward to this sleepover. Winter nights brings back terrible memories, and I needed something to distract me. Okay, so was our sister kidnapped or killed or... Well, no, she doesn't actually know if she was hurt or not. So I'm guessing her disappearance is very similar to the disappearance that's going on with the other people in this neighborhood. So maybe there's a connection here somewhere. This slumber party is as much benefit for me as it is for Anita. Two lonely souls united in our distress. I'm sorry as well for opening up old wounds. Some lame friend I've been. Yeah, let's agree with her. Yeah, you suck. You're terrible. Now we'll change the subject. Listen to us. We've just launched straight into catching up. We haven't settled down yet. We need a change of pace. And when's the house tour going to start? Oh yeah, let's do that. I haven't even offered you anything to drink yet. Do you want something from the kitchen? I thought you'd never ask. Yeah, give me a beer. I'm just kidding, I don't like beer. I followed Anita into the living room. She was doing a comical impression of the estate agent showing me around, even though I've been here before. So what are you having? I have orange juice, tea, and if you're feeling adventurous, I have vodka. Now you're fucking talking. Give me a vodka and the orange juice. Combine them all. Can we take the orange juice and the vodka, combine it together, let's like smack, you know, and just drink that? Fuck it, let's go for the vodka. Let's hit the vodka. I'm feeling it tonight. Oh, you're a brave one. I like your style. This is a party, isn't it? What kind of party would this be without some irresponsible boozing? You are joining me, aren't you? It'll be a lame party if only one of us is drunk. My mom always said you were a bad influence. Smart lady. How old are we? Did I just make a terrible decision? Because if we're like 16 or something, I just made a horrible choice. I didn't even think about that. I was just like, hey, liquor. That sounds pretty good right now. With our drinks in hand, I take in the surroundings for the first time. Not a lot has changed in the 2 years I've been absent. Everything is just as I remember it to be, except for one addition. Oh, that's new. What is it? Oh, I'm gonna have to censor that. Possibly. I don't know, it's not that bad. It's just, we got boobs. You know, might get banned. I don't know how I've only just noticed it. Right in the middle of the room is a large painting that dominates the wall. This painting. Oh yeah, we got that from an art auction at this weird place. Dad's been obsessed about it. He couldn't take his eyes off it ever since we got it. Gee, I can't possibly imagine why. What do you think? Are you a fan? It's not horrible, I guess. It's art. I like it. Sure, why not? I like it. It's nice. The draftsmanship is excellent. Come on, you can be honest. Tell me what you really think. No, really. I'm not just saying that. It really is nice. Well, I think it's horrible. From the moment I saw it, I was unsettled by it. I have no idea what my dad saw in this painting. He was so enamored by it that he bought the thing on the spot. Do your family go to art auctions regularly? Not really, but both my parents love art and we came across this interesting place that was selling paintings one night. So we only went in out of curiosity. To tell you the truth, it was a strange experience. Well, it's a kind of a strange thing to just be enamored with and just buy on the spot. Where the fuck am I? The auction house was massive, far bigger than what I was expecting looking in from the outside. The lighting was dim and there was a light haze surrounding the place. All the guests must have been smokers or something, because there was a thin haze in the room. There was a lot of paintings hanging on the walls, as you'd expect. My parents were in their element, and we split off to look around at our own leisure. Nothing particularly grabbed me until I saw this one painting. That premise kind of reminds me of Ebe. I don't know why, it just does. Just the opening. Let me guess. It's the one we're looking at right now. And that's right, Sherlock. 1 week ago I was standing face to face with this beautiful lady in the painting. Although I thought it was captivating, there was something about it that didn't sit right with me. And your bad feelings, do you ever not have them? Hey, I'm serious. The painting puzzled me. It stirred up something in me, and not necessarily in a good way. Alright, think about it. There's the fog on the street right now, right? And it's like only affecting this street where this painting is, and then there was like a mist in the art gallery during that time, and your father was enamored with this painting. It's all making perfect sense to me anyway. The connections are developing. But I still don't know if it has anything to do with Rachel's sister or not. Maybe this is Rachel's sister, I don't know. I stood there for a long time just staring at the painting, trying to work out what was triggering my senses. That was when this weirdo crept up to me. I see that this painting has captured your attention, young miss. Yeah, I guess it has. What's the background of this piece? Do you know who the artist is? I don't see a plaque for it anywhere. The origins of this piece is not known, I'm afraid. Such a beautiful painting, shrouded in mystery, like the Voynich manuscript. It adds to the eerie sensation one feels in its presence. You can find yourself easily lost within its canvas. The serene landscape it depicts, the detailed faces hidden in the background, and the angelic figure at the center of it all. Wouldn't you agree? I guess. I'm eager to know what the scene is about. We can only speculate, but this is part of its charm. The identity of the maiden, how she has found herself in such a bizarre land. Tell me, what do you think her expression is showing? How do you interpret her manner? From what I saw, I don't think she looks afraid. I wouldn't classify it as defiant either. More seductive. It's between these two, but I classify it as more seductive than defiant. She looks seductive. She is indeed desirable. She radiates confidence, and the viewer can't help but be drawn in by her. How is it possible for an artist to render a figure that inspires such feeling? It's quite unreal. She's like Venus standing in a strange new world unseen by human eyes. This moment is forever captured in still image, a timeless state. Perfection. For the pleasure of all those who look upon her for generations upon generations to come. When you stare into the painting, do you see anything staring back? What did you say? Anita, there you are. This must be my dad. He has equally as sharp a chin as me. Oh, wow. This painting, it's gorgeous. What a find. Anita, don't you think this is an extraordinary painting? In some way it is. How precious! What is the name of this artwork? It did not come with a name when it came into our possession. However, we have given it one we thought is quite apt. Grotesque Beauty. It perfectly embodies the sinister tone that's mixed with the odd, soothing nature of the piece. A scene that conjures so much conflicting emotion surely cannot be named anything else. Grotesque Beauty. Grotesque Beauty. Yes, it does suit the painting. I can't seem to take my eyes off it. The woman in the painting, she's just so perfect. She almost feels real. The artist must be a genius to have created something so lifelike. Jeez, look at me, I'm all shaken up. How much is this piece? You haven't sold it already, have you? Grotesque Beauty has not been sold yet, sir. You have the first refusal right now. If you are to be its new owner, you can take her home with you tonight. What luck! So early into the auction and I find a masterpiece straight away. How much is it? I'll buy it off you right now. Name your price. I'll give you anything. Good, sir. I see in your eyes the desire of a true lover of art. I believe you are the perfect one to take away this treasure. For that reason, it is yours, free of charge. My God, are you for real? I can't believe this. This is too good to be true. I never thought my night could turn out like this. Dad, are you sure about this? Where would we put this? Don't you think it'll look out of place in our home? Anita, dear, a gem like this doesn't come by so often. It's too good to pass up. Besides, any man would be happy to find a home for this work of art. We have to have it. Before you can commit, though, I must offer you one final chance to turn away. You can leave this painting and go back to your normal life, or you can choose to willingly take the painting with you, give it a new home, and let it grow as part of your life. So what will it be? I'll take it. Congratulations, sir. You are the new owner of Grotesque Beauty. Your life will never be the same again. I fucking believe that. That's pretty fucked up and creepy. What a freaky story. That guy from the auction house sounds like such a weirdo. He totally was. The way he was acting didn't seem normal. He really was a creep. I don't ever want to see his ugly mug again. When did you say this happened? About a week ago. Why do you ask? I was just thinking that the timing of all this is pretty odd. What do you mean? Well, all this bad feeling you've been experiencing lately, you said that started a week ago, around the same time this painting came to your home. Don't you think that's quite a coincidence? That, and there's the fog too. You forgot about the fog and the parents being missing and the people on the street being missing, and everything's fucked up right now. It could be. I don't see how those two relate to one another though. Are you dense? Are you as dense as your chin? Come on. And the fog that's been appearing, it coincides with these events. This might just be me, but does that look like wisps of smoke in the painting? They could even be from a fog much like the one that's recently hit the streets. What if the painting brought the fog to this neighborhood? And that stranger from the auction house was something straight out of a horror story. I don't know. Maybe there's something weird about this. Now you're beginning to sound crazy. Or you're just trying to scare me. I'm just saying, this thing does give me the creeps too. I see why you've been scared these last few days. I reckon you'd feel better if we just took it off the wall and put it away. No way, Dad loves that painting. He'd kill me if he finds out we've been handling it badly. At that moment, there was a knock on the door. Who's that? Were you expecting someone? No, I only invited you here. Should we see who it is? Oh boy. Hello? Who is it? Hello? Is somebody there? No one's answering. Now what? Should we open the door and see if anyone is nearby? I don't know. I don't really want to. Me neither. But then again, I'm not sure if I'll be able to sleep not knowing what was out there. I think I can hear someone there still. Why won't he answer? Hey, what do you want? Still nothing. We could latch the door chain and take a look. What do you think? I don't know. I'm conflicted. What do you think we should do? Oh, I have choices. Okay, there is actually a save function in this, so I might try answering the door first, and then if something terrible happens, then we can load back and we can not answer the door and see what happens then. But my curiosity is getting the better of me, so I'm going to answer the door. Let's see who it is. At least we'll solve one mystery tonight. Okay, let's do it. All right, you ready? Not really. With the door unlatched, I open the front door a little and take a peek through the gap. Well, who is it? This can't be right. There's no one here. We both heard the knock, right? We couldn't have both imagined that. This gives me the creeps. Come back inside. Let's just leave it alone. Hang on. I want to make sure whoever it was isn't hiding around the corner somewhere. There goes my plan to stay up late and watch a spooky film. This is your spooky film, obviously. Let's head back inside. Something terrible is going to happen. We tried to brush off the incident at the door and stayed up a little longer, idly chatting before the night grew darker and sleep was washed over us. This slumber party was still pleasant, despite our paranoia. Anita was probably feeling overcautious and afraid having heard one too many morbid stories. I was glad to be there with her, to keep my wandering mind from thinking back to my sister's disappearance. Soon all of this anxiety will pass by. It's good that we can help each other through it. Tonight was a bit weird. It was about to get weirder still. Oh right, I forgot, this was just a demo. I don't know if I mentioned that. Shit. Well, there it is. Yeah, this is just a demo. This game actually came out, I think, like late 2018. I remember seeing it around that time, and I was gonna play it then, but then I didn't. I don't remember why. I might have just not gotten around to it. But anyway, I'm kind of curious to see what happens then if we don't answer the door. Okay, let's try not opening the door. Let's play it safe. We should leave the door closed. No way am I going to answer the door to a spooky stranger in the middle of the night. Thank God, for a moment I thought you might answer it. But I do wonder who it could have been and why they showed up at my door. The mysteries just keep piling up. Oh boy. Rachel. Did you hear that? Oh my God, something just called your name. How does it know I'm here? Who knows about me coming over? That's impossible. I only told my parents. No one else should know. Hey, who are you? What do you want? This is messed up. Definitely don't open the door. Yeah, I'm 100% with you on that. Do you think whoever it is still there? I don't know. I think we should try to ignore him. He'll go away soon. Okay, so just like a minor switch up in dialogue. A little bit creepier though. And then I'm guessing this plays out the same. Yeah, this plays out the same. Okay, review time. Overall, this was actually really good, especially considering it was just a demo. Like, the story was extremely well fleshed out. Like, even though it was just like a very small section of it, it was incredibly well detailed. And the choices were really nice too, even though I don't think they had any impact right now on the story. Like, it all ends the same way. It just sort of changes up little bits of dialogue. I just wanted to see, like, you know, if answering the door played any role in the end, because I really don't think choosing orange juice over vodka would, like, make a difference, or, like, being serious instead of telling a joke would really make a difference. Visual-wise, it was fantastic. Like, it's got that creepy aesthetic to it, the monochrome and everything going on, the little, like, flashy animated bits to make it creepy looking. The character designs were really nice too. I definitely see where the inspiration comes from. And I also see where the inspiration comes from with the stories too, you know, it's like, it's subtly creepy, you know, it's not like in your face, like, this is, like, here's your jump scare, here's your monster, here's your creature, here's what's happening. It's like, you can piece together things as you go along, and it's very nice. So all in all, I'd rate this one very, very well done. Like, that was good. I look forward to seeing more of it, if it ever gets completed. Well, thank you all for joining me for the demo for Grotesque Beauty. I hope you got some enjoyment out of the video, and as always, take care and I'll see you around.